Health Marathon community, how we doing? Happy Tuesday, Tuesday 21st of May, day 9 of the current lap. Hope you're all well. I'm just going to check that I am live and you can see me. You can, fantastic. So, because it's 12 o'clock on a Tuesday, I'm not going to wait for people to join us live. If you do join live, then say hello, give us a thumbs up. But I wanted to do this live. The title of it is like, I'm not losing weight quickly enough, right? And it's something that comes up fairly often with players in the health marathon. And you know, I've been doing the marathons now for a long time, 3.5 years. Afternoon Andy, afternoon Caroline. Been doing it for 3.5 years, right? And I've been a coach with Herbalife now since 2011, which is 13 years. And I've been around Herbalife more of my life than I haven't, right? My parents joined when I was 14 years old. And so this thing of I'm not losing weight quick enough is less to do with Herbalife and more to do with dieting and weight loss and people's expectations in general. But because we're in the marathon, right, and because we weigh daily, then it's actually really easy to put it into perspective, right? Because, you know, I have players myself. I captain 7 teams at the moment, and you know, usually when a new person joins a marathon team, like their first few days, amazing, right? Sometimes their first few days, each lap is amazing as they get rid of the weekend weight, all celebrating. And then, you know, it slows down a little bit, or maybe after 2 or 3 laps, they're not losing weight as quickly as they were previously, right? Hi, Debs, Sarah, Claire, Debs, afternoon, right? They're not losing weight as quickly as they initially were. Right, and they start to question themselves. More importantly, they start to question Herbalife, the products, the whole thing, right? And we really need to distinguish or set out some expectations first of all, right? And the expectation is, and also really what we're trying to achieve here, right? Is it fast weight loss at all costs, right? And I'll talk about the costs in a minute of fast weight loss. Or is it, this is the last time I ever want to have to lose weight in my life, ever? Because those two things are achievable, but they require very different things. If you just want to lose weight as fast as possible at all costs, then like, just don't eat. Right? By the way, that's not a recommendation. That's just maths. If you just don't eat, you will lose weight very quickly. Now, the at all costs, here's the at all costs of just losing as much weight as you can, as quickly as you can, right? One, your skin doesn't shrink as quickly as as the weight you're losing, so you end up with this saggy skin syndrome. Secondly, you're going to be tired and hangry and miserable. Right, so that is the cost of losing weight at all costs. Next, that weight is 100%, that weight is coming back on, because what you're doing is not sustainable. It's not healthy. You're not changing any habits, and the minute you go back to whatever it is you were doing, the weight will come back on because you haven't fixed the core issue. You will revert to form and that weight will come back on. And so I would say 90% of our job as Herbalife coaches is helping people understand this, understanding that Herbalife is not a diet, that these aren't magic shakes and magic pills that are gonna melt the fat away forever, right? This is about having the world's #1 weight management product that's going to assist you in habit change. It's not a diet product, it's a habit change product. And that's why when people say, yeah, but when you stop using it, you put all the weight back on. Not if you've listened to your coach. Not if you've really adopted the philosophy of what we're trying to coach. By the way, we're not trying to coach you to drink shakes. We're trying to coach you to eat healthy, balanced, colourful meals. Now, a shake is a healthy, balanced, colourful meal, right? It's colourful as well, right? It contains all the macro, micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, and phytonutrients that the body needs to operate at its best. It's nutrition dense and calorie light, right? It's protein packed, right? It is what we want every meal to be, but it comes with the convenience, right, and the low cost of a shake. And so if you finally get to the point in your life where you don't want to lose weight at all costs anymore, it's almost a maturity thing. You go, I've learnt now that that is not what I want to do anymore. Then what you're left with is, okay, how can I do this in a sustainable, fun, and permanent way? I don't want to lose weight. I want to change my habits. I want this to be the last time I ever need to lose this weight. I want to create a new normal for me, right? Because maybe your normal for the last 3 years has been 3 stone overweight. And now you fluctuate at that 3 stone overweight level. You go, I want to lose that 3 stone, and then I want to fluctuate around the new level, right? By the way, that's what happened to me, right? There was a point where I was much nearer 100 kilos, 105 kilos, and I was 100, 105 kilos. I'd fluctuate around that, where all my clothes were that little bit too tight. I was always that little bit more tired. I was always that little bit less confident because I fluctuated around 105 kilos. Today, I fluctuate around 90 kilos. And when I'm super on it and lean and focused, I get down towards 85. And when I'm not, I'm around about 92. But I fluctuate around a place where I'm just happy in my body most of the time, right? And so when you finally make that psychological breakthrough of, I want this to be the last time I ever lose weight, I want to create my new normal, and I want to stay there forever. That's when you've got to have more realistic expectations, right? And I want to talk about our daily weighing, and by the way, why we work in grams. You know, if you look at the little grid, the update that your captain puts in every day or every other day or every few days, however often they put it in, and the number in the top right hand corner says like minus 100 or plus 200 or minus 800, right? If you haven't understood that yet, that's whether you've gone up and down, plus or minus, right? And it's the amount you've gone up or down in grams. And probably the first time in your life ever you've thought about your body weight in grams. Because the only time we ever use grams is when we're like cooking usually, right? And so think about this, right? Let's think of a really typical example. People get to a certain age, or, you know, sometimes women have kids and the weight comes on and then they struggle to lose it again, or for blokes, they just find themselves in a routine, which means over a period of time, let's say over 3 years, you put on 3 stone. Right, now 3 stone is as near as, damn it, how many kilos is 3 stone? 3 stone is, so a stone is about, what, 7 kilos, 7, 14, 21. So let's call it 20 kilos for easy maths. So over 3 years, you've put on 20 kg of weight. 20 kg is 20,000 grams, right? Let's think about it like we do in the marathon. 20,000 grams over 3 years. 3 years is about 1,000 days, give or take. So 20,000 grams over 1,000 days. It means that you've put on 20 grams a day on average. You've gained 20 grams a day for 3 years. 20, right? Think about that the next time that you submit your weight and the grid goes up and it says you've lost minus 100. Because it took you 5 days to put that on in the previous 3 years. 20 grams, 20 grams, 20 grams, 20 grams, 20 grams, 20 grams. And you lose 100 in a day, you got 100 grams. That's nothing. Well, it's 5 times more than you've been putting on for the last 3 days, for the last 3 years on average. And so If over 10 days you just averaged 100 grams a day, which means you lost 1 kilogram per lap. 1 kilo is 2.2 pounds. And that means in order to lose 20 kilos, it's going to take you 20 laps. 20 laps is 40 weeks. 40 weeks is 10 months. And so at just 100 grams a day, nothing. You put 100 grams in your hand, you can barely feel it. But the accumulative effect of 100 grams a day for 10 months means that you will lose in 10 months what it took you 3 years to put on. But it doesn't look like 100 grams a day. It doesn't look like 1 kilo per lap. Right? Again, I want this to be super realistic for everybody, because one lap you might lose 1.8 kg, and then the next lap 1 kg, and then the lap after that 400 grams, and then God forbid you have a lap where you put on, you're 10 days paying attention and focus and all the rest of it, and you put on 100 grams, and then the next lap you lose 1.2. So those 10 months, it will look like this. It's why you've got to stay focused on long term. If you got 3 stone to lose, and you want this to be the last time you ever have to lose that 3 stone, then focus on 20 laps. Focus on 40 weeks. Focus on 10 months. Right? Because by the way, could you lose 3 stone in a lot less time? You could. You'd probably be hungry, you'd probably be miserable, you'd probably be hangry, and you'd probably put it back on. Right? And just to finish this video, hopefully there's been some value in there for you somewhere. Just to finish this video, the science of weight loss is that however long it takes you to lose the weight you want to lose, scientifically proven, if you want to keep that weight off forever, you have to go on a purposeful maintenance program for the same amount of time as it took you to lose it. So if it takes you 10 months to go from 15 stone to 12 stone, or 12 stone to 9 stone, 9 stone's your goal and you're at 12. If it takes you 10 months to go from 12 to 9, you have to go on a purposeful maintenance program for the next 10 months to stay there. You have to be focused on staying there for 10 months. If you do that, your chance of staying there forever is huge. Whereas what most people do is they do the weight loss part, 10 months to lose 3 stone. And then because they don't go on a purposeful weight maintenance program, they go like this. Now they may not put on the 3 stone, but they're going to put on again. This maintenance phase is as important as the weight loss phase. Now let's bring it right back to Herbalife. Right? A weight loss program with Herbalife, and captains, players, whoever, please tag people in that need to hear this last 1 minute. A weight loss program with Herbalife is 2 shakes a day. You replace 2 meals a day with Herbalife shakes. If you're just having a shake for the breakfast and working the rest out, you are not on a Herbalife weight loss program. And I'm going to say it really straight, because sometimes your captains aren't straight enough with you. A tub of shake is 21 shakes. If you're on a weight loss plan with Herbalife, that's 2 shakes a day for 10 days. A tub of Formula 1 should last you a lap. And so for 10 months, you're going to be pretty much on 2 shakes a day. Are some days are you only going to have 1? Yes. Some days you can have 3. Yes. Right? But to lose 3 stone, 10 months, 2 shakes a day. And then 10 months, 1 to 2 shakes a day, maintenance. And then maybe you've gone from the age of 16, 18, 20 to the age of 35, 40. You've been yo-yo dieting. Every few years you have 3 stone to lose. and you don't want to be like that for the next 20 years, the next 30 years. Well, number one, 2 shakes a day for as long as it takes to get you to where you want to be, and then a purposeful weight maintenance program for the same amount of time, and you'll never have to lose that weight ever again. Okay. Hopefully there's been some value. Tag people that need to hear this. Please comment with any feedback or any breakthroughs that you've had, and I'll see you real soon. Cheers, guys.